been outside getting a bit of fresh air, had a shower. So I've made it go viral about the landlord, and I've just been religiously abused. And I've had a word with the landlord in the shower because I've got a camera in there. So I've told the landlady, or Sasa, who's, I don't know, she's representing the landlord. I'm not sure who the landlord is. He's the king of the pins, I think. And so I've told him in the shower what needs to be done, so they know, they're aware now. But because they're watching everything I do in here, you see. Yes, you are. How do you know otherwise? Because I've never spoken to anyone who left my room, only spoken to the people in the house. Gosh, somebody's told a lot of lies. Then I would like to address something else. Apparently, it's now legally that I'm divorced. Sorry, what? I've been divorced since 2011. Sorry, no, that's a lie. I knew in 2011. Well, before then, but we'll go with 2011. I then left my ex-husband. You can see and trace my IPs of where I've been living. I moved into a property at Lancaster Terrace, which was another set-up house for the handlers to try and destroy me there. But I left there I moved into there 2015. I stayed for 2 years, never said a word. Ex-husband used to come every day to pick our daughter up for school because I didn't want to leave the area so he could still be a dad to her, because I think that's a fair thing to do. What woman am I to take the child away from my father? So I stayed and did that. I got verbally abused by all my family, said I was stupid, I should take him to the cleaners, do this, do that. I never did that. I went to my solicitor, Gordon Brown's. Spoke to her. She said, I've never heard anything like this. You just want to take £10,000 and that's it. Now, either all of the solicitors are in with this and they're all corrupt, because my solicitor, I signed papers. They did steal my documents because I've lost everything. I have no paperwork because they stole my house, didn't they? Remember? You took it and you went back to Cornwall and took all my deeds and all the paperwork, and you've stolen everything, and the rest of it was left in Lynn's garage in 2 Lancaster Terrace. So you've got the whole house. You have everything of mine that belongs to me. That's how you know all this information. Yeah? I mean, we all know this, don't we? No, you don't know? Well, I know this. So that's what happened there. So they're all in it together. The landlady, my parents, Franco Alexander, all the Alexanders, my friend Heidi and Sarah May and Helen and my children. Everyone knows about this. So they've stolen all my paperwork and my IDs. But I did get, it's by law. Because I signed the paperwork, that means Gordon Brown's solicitors are false, which is who Franco was with, and I was with the ones at the bottom of the street. Of Chesley Street. Yes. And I signed the paperwork. I got £10,000 given into my bank as a transaction. Where did I get £10,000 from? Where did that come from? It came from Franco's. It was my payment for the divorce. 2017. I've been divorced since 2017. I've never been married to anybody else apart from the fake scammer that was the Eden Project online with the military, who said I was just going to be his next of kin. We never got married. I was just next of kin for an army man who thought he might die in Iraq. Although I did send money over to Africa because he was in Africa while he was in Iraq. I mean, is that a scam? Do you think somebody scammed me? Do you think it's a big scam? I don't know. Who's lying? I've only ever been married once in my whole life. I'm Catherine Sarah Alexander, what used to be Catherine Sarah Jones. Why is there all these... Who's lying? Who's told all these lies? Who am I divorcing from? By law. Because you've broken the law. That means the solicitors' laws lied of the laws. The judge who signed off the divorce paper, because you have to go through a judge to get divorced. I know my ex-husband said I could just do it online and go through that way because it'd be cheaper for him. I said, I'm not. I'm doing it through an official solicitor. I can't remember the name. I can Google it and find out, though, if you need to know this, Judge. Because I've only ever been married once in my life to a vampire who was the Lost Boys king of the Masons running the town in Chesley Street. He's a vampire. Stealing my energy, poisoning me and married me to kill me. I did say this, but nobody's listening. Everyone thinks I'm bloody nuts. Well, you're going to see I'm not nuts. I've been telling the truth all the time. I was telling the truth then, I'm telling the truth now. And then my parents and Mr. Alexander took away my human rights and said I was psychotic, said I was mentally ill and unstable because I said they were poisoning me and trying to kill me. They were trying to kill my soul. Maybe it's not physically, but well, they were trying to kill me physically. Franco fucking mashed me around the head that time, sold it on the internet. They thought I was dead. He was shocked when I woke up. Wouldn't take me to the hospital, didn't even look at me and just says, "Your own fault because you're pissed." It was a whole thing. They've been trying to kill me for years. I know this sounds very far-fetched. It's more than a... It's... it's so unbelievable that it's stranger than fiction. My life is a movie. Now I'm telling you, please, somebody listen to me. I'm not married to anyone, especially Franco Alexander. Me and him got divorced. If he's telling that, then he's a bloody real liar. Because I left him in 2015. He mentally abused me still when I wasn't there and tried to be funny and didn't help me. We didn't co-parent with me. He was a useless father. He didn't co-parent with me. I can say this now that Francesca's 17 because she knows the truth. She's probably frightened to tell the truth because she's still living with that monster. She's frightened of him. They all are. All the children are frightened of Franco. Yes, they are, Franco. They all do it. They are. I bumped into Lee after never seeing him for 7 years and he was pissed. "Hey, Cat, I've missed you. I love you, Cat. You were the best my dad ever had." He says he's traded you in. He says he swapped you. He's had a fucking Ferrari and he's traded you in for a fucking banger. The number 34 bus goes round the town all the time. That's what he said. And Vicky was going nuts saying, "Shh, Lee, come away, stop talking to her." Fact. That was a Halloween party, I think, when I didn't go, obviously, because I'm never invited. Nobody. I got ignored in the community there. They tried to ostracise me to make me go insane, as if I was just a crazy lady, hoping that I'll kill myself, and then they could all claim on the insurance that they've got on me. My daughter got an insurance policy out on me. She stole my ID, got credit in my name, and just carried on ticking away. She's working with the Illuminati. She is. I know people don't believe it. It sounds bizarre, doesn't it? Isn't it crazy? And then Heather, who says she's my birth mother, but she's not my birth mother. Sandra and Keith are not who they really say they are. They're paid by the Masons. My dad goes up to the sweat lodges at the Isle of Skye all the time. Has annual reunions with his workmates from the ship days. Like Dr. Shipton. I know this because I know Mother Shipton's cave. They're all in on it. His first wife knows about it. Well, I mean, they know about it. And then he married somebody else called Lisa Snowball, and he tried to kill her off. She's an addict, but really she wasn't. She's working with Franco because they're all in it to get my money. You'll never get anyone like her. It was all a conspiracy to get me to fall for all this bullshit. I was the third wife. And he thought all women were like everybody. All women are the same. You're all fucking gold diggers, gold diggers, gold diggers, gold diggers. I'm like, fucking hell, if I was going to be a gold digger, I'd have married somebody better than that fucker. He owns a tiny little gym in the back end of a fucking town. Fucking hell. If I was going to marry for someone for money, I would have married Mr. Marriott. Fucking hell, are you joking? I was hot as fuck at 20. I was 24 when I met that fucking asshole. He's 19 years older than me. I could have done better than him all the time. I was in love with an illusion of what I thought love was. That's the truth. And then he married me to fucking divorce me, to get me or to kill me actually, but he failed at his mission. He tried when we were in Mexico and he couldn't do it. Because you can't kill me, because you can't kill me. Because I'm God's daughter. But they're trying to say I'm the devil and I'm not mentally ill. I'm not running a drug trafficking thing. I'm not doing anything these lot are saying I'm doing. They are abusing me. I'm in a sex trafficking house, run by handlers who are now run because my family couldn't kill me, so they sold me to the Illuminati and to Don Quan and to the Asians in Birmingham, where I was meant to just do as I was told, shut my mouth and be a good little girl, but I don't do that. Don's idea was that I was just going to be one of his other bitches because he's got bitches all over the world. And then what? He's a con artist, Probably isn't even who he says he is. Well, I know he's not who he says he is. Obviously, he's not who he says he is. But then what the idea with Don was going to do was just keep me here in Birmingham. They were going to harvest and feed off me and then just leave me in a house, you know, barefoot and pregnant, tied to the fucking kitchen sink in a fucking HMO. And then kill me. But they couldn't kill me. They tried. Don tried to kill me at Spark Hill. There was a gunshot. Ask the police right outside where we used to live, number 11. Can't remember the street name now. My car was outside. Bullet was meant for me. I was protected by God. I always am. Just miss the bullet every time. So that was why I'm in Birmingham. And Don said to me he wouldn't survive 2 weeks living in Birmingham the way the gangsters are here. I says, is that a fucking challenge, asshole? I went and lived at Cornwall. Don manipulated me again and then said all of this bullshit. Come up to Birmingham just for 4 days. The Olympics is on. You can take loads of photos because he knows I'm a photographer. So I said, well, all right, I'll come up. Just for 4 days, mind. And then he locked me in the house for 3 weeks. I went offline for 3 weeks. Why did a woman like me go offline? Apart from I was talking to Corey from America, who's also in with the Illuminati and works over there. She's from Maine. Her husband's ex-army military. He likes his fucking ass shagged with a dildo. She told me. He gets pleasure off. He's got the panda eye. And she's lied to him for 27 years. She's the same age as me. She lives in Maine, Corey. And she's got a son called Jacob. Aye, Jacob's ladder, I know. So that's gone on. And then the only person I was speaking to was Corey, so she knew where I was. And then she sent me £333 when I was living at Handsworth through the Western Union, which is the con artist where they get you and pay for your ID. So then all of America knew where I was. And then they sent more hitmen. And then I had Snowman. He was a hitman. He tried to kill me. I had Sonny the Asian who raped me. I had... who was next? Oh, then we had Lord of Handsworth, who works in the hospital. And his wife works in the hospital. And they sell the legal prescription drugs on the streets around Handsworth. And he's a Lord of Handsworth. He owns the place. He's got a certificate to say he's a Lord. He hit me with a dog chain. The police didn't do anything because the police were corrupt, working backhanded for the judge and the corruption one who's in Birmingham, corrupt.